Welcome back. In this episode, we're going to bring the HQ network to life by building our core and access layers, creating our first VLANs, setting up trunks, and configuring HSRP for a redundant gateway. By the end of this episode, we'll have a working pair of core switches, a connected access switch, our first user VLAN and management VLAN, and PC1 getting an IP and successfully pinging its redundant gateway. So this is the topology we are going to build. We have two core switches in each queue. This is core 1 and core 2. We will connect them together with two interfaces and put them into either channel or port channel or bundle them together. And then we will have the access switch is called ACC1. Access switch will have two connections going to each of one of the cores, one for core 1 and one for core 2. Then we'll configure these ports into a trunk, and then we'll have PC1, which is our workstation. It is connected to the access switch on access port. So let me show you the IP addressing that we will use. Okay, so this is a more detailed diagram. So this is core 1 and core 2, our core switches. We will configure them, connect them with trunk links on gigabit 00 and 01. Same on the core 2. We'll connect via gigabit 00 and 01 and put them into bundle. We'll call it port channel or EP01 and put it into trunk mode. At the same time, we'll have the access switch ACC1. One link go to the core 1 switch using these links. On the core 1 switch, gigabit 0/2, and then on the access switch side, let's use gigabit 0/1, and then from access switch 1 to core 2, we'll use gigabit 01 on the switch access switch side, and the core 2 side we'll use gigabit 0/2. This link we'll put in trunk, this link also in trunk, and this bundle is also in trunk. So as you see in the legend, these dots here, they are not part of the topology or configuration. They are just guides, so I put them dots as guides. So this violet colored in the legend means it's trunk. This red dot here or a small circle means it's a port channel. So these two interfaces, gigabit 0/0 and gigabit 0/1, we'll put them into port channel. The same on the other side, and then put them into trunk mode. So going down, these links and these links we also put into trunks, and then on the access switch side, this link connected to the PC, we put it into access mode here. Red circle blue in the legend is access. Okay, so this will be the IP scheme that we're going to use. On core switches 1 and 2, we will create VLANs 10, 99 and 999. So this is the IP address. The SVI or switch virtual interface IP addresses of VLAN 10. 10.10.10.0/24. This is for HQ users here or here and here. VLAN 99 with IP address 10.10.99.0/24. This is management. What I mean by management is the management of the switches. So when you want to manage the switches, like these three switches, usually via remotely or console. So from example from PC here, you can remote access to these boxes via this management IP address. Okay, then the next VLAN we'll create is VLAN 999. We will not create its layer 3, meaning it has no IP address. We will use this for native VLAN on all the trunk ports between here and here, this one and this one. So native VLAN on this side and on this side must be the same. So we'll use VLAN 999 for that. And then for SVIs, for the IP addresses of the VLANs, I will use this template. So for core 1, okay, for core 1, we'll use, for VLAN 10, we'll use this IP address at 10.10.10.3. Okay, because core 1 is number 1 being an odd number, so I choose number 3 instead of 2. So it will be easier to remember which one is which one. So since 1 is an odd number, so I have chosen odd number 3 for core 1. So okay, so for VLAN 10, core 1 will use the 10.10.10.3/24, and for VLAN 99, 10.10.99.3 here. Okay, otherwise for core 2, since it's an odd number, so I choose number 2 as the IP. So for VLAN 10, we'll have the 10.10.2, that 10.10.10.2/24, and for VLAN 99, IP will be 10.10.99.2/24. And then for the gateways, the gateways will always be .1. So for VLAN 10, it will be 10.10.10.1, and for VLAN 99 is 10.10.99.1. Welcome back everyone. So I'll show you the GNS3 setup. We will match our topology with this setup, because this is the actual gear that is running. It's the actual lab gear. Okay, so this is core 1, this is core 1, this is core 2, this is our access switch. Okay, and then we'll put workstation. Okay, so let's connect them as per our drawing. So this one is connected to that one, gigabit 00 and 01. Okay, later we'll trunk them and bundle them. Then gigabit 0/2 connect gigabit 00 is the primary link. 0/1 connect to 0/2. Okay, then 0/2 connect to this PC. Okay, so show interface labels. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, just like in our topology drawing. Okay. Okay, so let's start our devices. Okay, so let's continue. Welcome back everyone. So we'll check the devices if they're already fully booted. So let's go to the console now. Okay, so first of all, since this is core 1, it's okay, so let's rename the tab for issue identification. So core 1, and then let put the host name. Okay, this is host name for core 1. So command is host name for core 1. Okay, and then let's check core 2. Let's go to the console. Rename for issue identification. Okay, so core 1, core 2, and then let's put the host name also. The host name is core 2. Okay, so last one is the access switch. Let's go to the console. Okay, so let's this one is called ACC1, the access switch. If you check our drawing here, this is ACC1. Okay, so let's put the host name ACC1. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to our drawing for a while. So this is our drawing. Okay, core 1, core 2, and this is how it is connected, ACC1. So first, we'll configure core 1 and core 2 for spanning tree, and then we'll put the trunk there between them so that we will lay the foundation config for spanning tree. Okay, so let's do that now. So let's go to core 1. So this is core 1. So first, let's configure the VTY first, or virtual trunking protocol. This is for this is for so that we can configure the VLANs for this one. Let's configure first BTP configurations for each device. BTP I will explain later, but we'll configure first. Okay, so config T. So BTP domain. So this is okay. We'll just call it core lab. Okay. Then BTP version, let's use 2. Okay, then BTP browning, BTP mode is transparent. Okay, and then okay, so show BTP status. Let's verify. So let's use version 2 core lab. Okay, pruning mode enabled. Okay, BTP operation mode is transparent. Okay, this one looks good. Okay, and then first let's check our interfaces. So gigabit 0/0 is connected, 0/1 also connected. This one goes to core 2 on the same interfaces, core 2 also, and this one is going to G02 is going to G0/0 of our access switch downwards. Okay, so as you can see, it's connected. So now after the VTP configuration, we will configure the spanning tree, and let's put some mode. The spanning tree I will explain later. Let's configure first. So spanning tree mode. So for options, you can use question mark for all config. So you can see options. So use question mark. So because we'll use the most current options, we'll use the rapid per VLAN spanning tree. So okay, so I'm using